the SoFi update, SoFi Technologies. So news has been coming out that student loans should resume in October 2023. And this is big because a lot of students that went to college, they took out a lot of loans. And whether people believe that student loans should be paid off or not, that's really not up for debate, and that's not really what I care about. I have student loans, but what the goal is, how do we position ourselves to profit off it? And I think if you're a student, you have student loans, a good hedge is to invest in SoFi, which has a great refinancing plan for students, and they also service a lot of well-to-do students who have professional jobs who should be able to at least make um, uh, student payments. All right, and so one of the first decodes I want to get into is SoFi Tech Inc. Student loan refinance equals 331 in English ordinal. You see, that's that 33 in front. You have that one in the back. When using the parent of number rules, that's just 33. Very powerful. We have what also SoFi CEO Anthony Noto. He sees SoFi via two business loan branches. They provide direct private student loans and also that loan refinancing. And what he said in the last conference call is when interest rates start to go back down, people are going to want to refinance, and that's more money into the company's pockets. So again, this is a great hedge for people who may have student loans. So how can I get some of that money back when those payments come back whenever they do in October? You invest in SoFi. And I also have SoFi stock student loan refinance equals 2022 in English Sumerian. That's important. Sumerian's an ancient cipher. It's based off sixes. And think of Saturn. Banks have a lot to do with Saturn. So that's what we want to see. And Noto said, when we saw the rates were low, is that our student loan refinancing business really benefits as people can refinance their federal loans into lower rate loans and capture savings there. So that's a big product that this bank has to offer. It's going up the leaderboards as one of the top banks. I think it might be in the top 20 right now. It could also be a buyout option for, JP Morgan, BlackRock, Bank of America. Now, I don't believe they will take a buyout offer, but if they do, it's going to be a lot higher of a price than what is currently at 828. And also, breaking news, Kathy Wood, one of the more premier female investors with her ARK Invest in portfolio and her ETF, she recently added over 200,000 shares of SoFi to her ARK Invest ETF. And so that's big. And a lot of people who follow Kathy Wood, whether you believe she's a good investor in technology stocks or not, she's a big player. And people like following big players into companies. All right. And so but that's why we were here first. That's why we were here before anyone else. And some Gematria, add SoFi shares to ARK ETF, Kathy Wood equals 333 in English ordinal. That's powerful. Kathy Wood adds SoFi shares to ARK ETF equals 137 English reduction. That's the 33rd prime. And just for some context, if you remember what we went over in the very first conference call in March, the price I got in initially around $6, but it was about at $5.70 at the time. And I continue to say, if it keeps going lower, I'm going to keep adding because it's getting closer to its fair value. It's under its fair value. It's lower risk, higher reward. And it's been paying off. If you see at the bottom of the screen, I have 300 shares of SoFi currently right now. My average cost per share is $5.62. That's due to me averaging down constantly. And so we're up 47% right now, and we're up almost $800. It was a lot higher because, as you see on the chart, it got up to over $10. So it was over $1,000. We were up on the company. I'm not selling any shares anytime soon. This is a long-term play for me, but this is the power punch. This is the power punch this company has people are starting to see, people are starting to have it on its radar. So we gotta stay smart here. You know, if it keeps lowering, it might be a good time to add, but I think it's a nice hold for where we're at as a community, and it's paying off, and I'm happy. So we'll see what happens later on in Q4 when they start bringing in more revenue, because more revenue means higher stock price, and people are going to get even more excited. So we're at 50% gain right now. That could be 100% gain. Imagine the stocks over, 12 bucks, 13 bucks, 15 bucks. It got up after its IPO, got up to 25 bucks. Imagine having a share price of 562 with a current share price of $25. So this is where I'm just holding. I'm staying firm, staying put, and we're gonna go from there. So that's just a quick update on SoFi. I'm very happy where it's going thus far.